Hi, so this is the Working with Type in Illustrator assignment. This is going to be mostly on your own, but I want to take you through a couple things to get you started. You're going to notice that there are 4 different artboards for you to take a look at. You're going to want to complete all 4. Now the first part of this assignment, things have changed in Illustrator 2020, and some of you might be kind of getting used to it. So I'm going to show you where some new things are. So step 1 asks you to recreate 2 shapes and then create your own fun shape there at the end. So I'm going to create my circle. Maybe it's perfect, I don't know. Holding down Shift helps. And now I'm going to hold down Alt or Option to drag that circle, holding down Alt or Option to step 2. Step 2 asks you to use the Type on Path tool. And the Type on Path tool is really easy to find still. It's sitting here underneath the Type tool. Click and hold, and you'll find the Type on Path tool. At this point, you can find any vector path and just start typing on it. This is a circle. I love graphic design. Yada yada. I just keep it school appropriate. Don't really care what you write on it. The next step is a little bit trickier. Still Alt or Option drag the circle over. And it's asking you to use the area type tool. Now I had a problem in that I couldn't find the type and area tool in here. So I had to Google it, and it turns out it's been moved to down here in these 3 little ellipses, these 3 little menu dots. And if you scroll down to type, you can find the area type tool. So now that I have that, I think it's not an option for me. I should have it there. Yep, I clicked and dragged it onto, I guess you just click and drag it where it's supposed to be. There's my area type tool. So now I can close out of that menu. And now I can click inside of the circle, non-compound, non-masking path. Let's see here. It's interesting that it asks for non-compound, non-masking. What is the problem? Let's default it back to there and try again. Oh, I have to click on the path itself. I'm so silly. Okay, clicking on the path itself, I can now adjust it. Maybe I'll make the text a little bit smaller so I can really see how it goes. I can be like, yada, 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 this is a circle, yay. Okay, don't just type gibberish. My day has been good. How has your day been? And for the sake of time of this video, let's copy and paste that. Right. So notice that I have some pro tips that can help you throughout it. You're going to recreate that with a square and a shape of your choice. Challenge 2 asks you to recreate this. You'll notice over here in the layers panel though, I have some pro tips hidden for you. So if you struggle, you can always bring the pro tip up and it kind of helps you out a little bit. The next one, recreating it with, there's no one way to do this, but it will help you. This pro tip isn't hidden, it's just right there. The last one though, I really want you to work on. This is going to help you kind of get a base understanding for your first project, which we're going to be using type to shade. So you can use any sort of type, any font, any style, You can draw a bunch of paths. That tool doesn't work like I remember it doing. You can draw a bunch of paths and then type on the path. Right? But basically, you can zigzag it, you can make it nice and neat. I do have an example hidden there for you that's really neat. It's kind of up to you. You're basically trying to recreate this drawing technique to get an idea of how to shade. Now, there's a rule here. You are not supposed to change this from anything other than black. The text has to stay black. Well, that's basically the only rule. Text just has to stay black, so you're not going to cheat and start getting in shades of gray here. You want to stay black. You want to notice that in hatching, cross-hatching, stippling, and scribbling, the closer things are together, the darker they look. Same in that example there. And the further away they are from each other, the lighter it looks. So really push yourself. These are called challenges because they are pretty difficult. If you run into things that are a little too much to handle, or you've tried everything, you've read the pro tips, and you just can't figure it out, send me a holler and we will work it out together.